WTIM.
And we're back with the WTIM morning show here on your information station. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment, I've got community health consultant with Taylorville Memorial Hospital, Jay Bollinger, sitting across from us today. Jay, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. And after that rain passed through and now the sun's shining, hey, I think we'll be doing a lot better weather-wise.
It's humid out there, but it's, at least the sun's shining.
I am sure it is quite humid. I have not been out of my box yet to go
it's
find
pretty
out.
bad.
I can imagine. So you're bringing us quite a bit to talk about here today, and I'm excited to do so because we are getting into the back-to-school month of August, and this is a fantastic way for people to get the resources that they need and get their kid that much more ready for school. You partnered with the Christian County YMCA to do it. But I want to know from your end of things, why do we put on the Back to School Health and Resource Fair? Why are we committed to something like this?
Yeah, I think it's important to be able to have a one-stop shop for families to be able to come and get their kiddo ready for school. It gives people the opportunity to be able to learn about different resources and services that are available in the community. And again, I think it's just a way too for all of us to be able to come together and have a good time and kick off the school year on the right step.
And Bruce said just about the exact same thing about it too. And I think it's a perfect two groups to bring together, and it's not just you two groups.
Yeah, Bruce and I have a phenomenal relationship. I think if you look at the mission and vision of the YMCA and you look at the mission and vision of Memorial Health as a whole, they're very like-minded, and so that makes it very easy. And Bruce and the entire staff at the Y have been nothing but great with projects and different ideas that we have.
And so now we're going to be bringing this back around, and I mean, activities include, you just look at this list here, all the way down to free haircuts being provided as well. What can you tell us about, if I came by from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Saturday at the Christian County YMCA, what's a taste of what I would be getting myself involved with?
Oh my gosh, there's a little bit of everything. Like you just said, we're going to have kids activities. We're going to have bounce house, inflatable obstacle course. We are going to have health vendors and resources available. We're also going to have a free produce giveaway. I feel like it's important to be able to push the importance of fresh produce and eating healthy to the families and the kids as well. We're also going to be able to provide on-site school physicals and scheduling available as well. So if you already have a primary care physician established, we're going to have those physicians there to where you can be able to schedule your back to school physical if you haven't gotten that done already. And if you don't have a primary care physician already and you're needing a school physical, we are going to be providing school physicals on site as well. And then Blue Cross Blue Shield has graciously stepped up, and they're going to be providing free vaccinations as well. So really a one-stop shop for families to be able to come get a free haircut, make sure your kid's vaccinated, get a school physical, and learn about some of the resources that are available in the area.
And we're going to feed you too.
And we're going to feed you.
And we're going to hopefully send you home with some stuff to make a nice, healthy meal as well. I see all these groups, these organizations that are being brought together for one cause, the families and the kids. To me, when you say one-stop shop, this is really a one-stop shop. This is, you come in and we're going to have you back to school ready as of August 2nd. This is not the first time you've done this. So what's it kind of looked like for you from the very start of this, maybe to its iteration now, or what kind of changes have we added and made? And what can you tell me about just the difference now?
Yeah. So last year was our first year doing this. And as you know, going in and starting an event for the first time, you never know what to expect. And last year, after the event was over, we all sat back and were like, oh my, like this, it was just the buzz at the Y that day was amazing. And so we definitely knew that we wanted to continue to do this. I think with having the support from the community that we did definitely shows that there's a need for something like this in the area. And so that was my main goal for this year, was to even bring more services and more resources to the event to attract families to be able to come and get the services and information that they need. And, Susie Trauber with Operation Load a Book Bag has been very, she's an important piece of this as well, because with her help, students are able to come in and get free school supplies as well. So if a kiddo in the district or surrounding districts is in need of school supplies, reach out to Susie Trauber with Operation Load a Book Bag. She'll get you all the information, and then the families will be able to come to the YMCA the day of the event, and they get to hand pick the school supplies that they want for the year. So it's a really cool experience and really cool opportunity to come in and just see the smile on the kids' faces when they get to walk through and actually get to pick out their book bag and their pencil holder and things like that. Instead of just having something handed to them, they actually get to feel like they have a say in what they get to pick.
That is a beautiful piece to it, and one I didn't know about with that, because when I think Operation Loaded Book Bag, I think, boom, here you go. That book bag is ready to go for you. And there's something about giving the kids that opportunity to do so. And all of a sudden, those crayons and those markers, they mean just that.
They do. It means really a little bit more whenever you get to physically pick out what you want versus just having it given to you.
It really does. And so from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Saturday, August 2nd, this coming Saturday, we're talking the Back to School Health and Resource Fair at the Christian County YMCA, 900 McAdam Drive here in Taylorville. You mentioned one thing there as well, surrounding school districts. So this isn't just Taylorville.
Correct.
We want to make sure folks know this is Christian County as a whole.
Christian County. Yep. When I sent this out to I sent it out to all of the superintendents and all of the schools, school principals within the entire county.
Very nice.
So we really want to try to get a good reach of people from all over the county to be able to come and get these services.
I think of towns like Assumption, or I think of towns like even, Stonington, Edinburgh, or, I think of these towns where sometimes you think Christian County and you might kind of default to maybe Taylorville or Pana, but let's make sure that these surrounding communities know. And so when you mentioned that, it just
100%
stuck out, a little light bulb moment there for me. One thing that we haven't touched on is a free community cookout starting at 11:30. I mean, anybody, this whole event is free and we're giving away things, but the free community cookout, what can I expect from that?
So Susie Trauber also runs an organization called Dinner Seasoned with Love. And they do free dinners periodically throughout the year. And so part of our efforts to be able to bring services to the community is let's feed you while you're here. So Susie stepped up last year, and we're doing a free community cookout again this year. Last year we put a time limit on it from like 11:30 to 12:30, and about 3 hours later they were still out there cooking and giving food away. So this year we just took the time limit completely off of it, and we're like, whoever wants to come and get a free meal, we're going to be cooking hamburgers and hot dogs and chips, and Kona Ice is going to be on site as well, starting at 11:30 to 1:30. And again, it's just a great time, great day. Hopefully we've got good weather where we can come out and just enjoy a good day.
As of right now, it looks like
it does. I checked this morning. I was on vacation all last week, so I came in, and first thing this morning pulled up my phone and was like, okay, let's look at the weather to see where we're at, and it looks good. I think we're going to be in the 70s.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's going to feel like winter compared to what it is now.
Yes, it will. With a heat index of 109 today, you go to 78 at the start of August. That's hard to even understand almost, but it should be beautiful, and we'll have our fingers crossed for that. You've got the Christian County Health Department coming as well. I know they're very excited to be a part of this as well. Is that some of the free vaccinations as well is coming through them, or what's their involvement?
Yeah, so they do it. They've been a huge supporter of the event. Peyton is there. The health department has been great. She's actually on our planning committee. So for them to be able to come and just provide resources and different things that they can provide kiddos to. I know they have a really cool glasses program, like eyeglasses program. So kiddos that need to come in and get a vision test, they can get that done, and then they can get prescription eyewear through the health department. That's not something that they will offer that day at the event, but I think just to be able to offer some of the information and services that they can provide, I think people don't realize the amount of things that your local health department can do. So for them to be able to come and provide services and resources is huge, and they're right in our backyard. So
I can tell you personally, I did not realize how much the Christian County Health Department can provide before stepping into this role. And again, it's just the YMCA, Memorial Health, the health department, Operation Loaded Book Bag, all these organizations that work individually, but for the same goal. And you bring them all together and you just have that much more of an impact.
I think you said it perfectly too. We all have a common goal. I think at the end of the day, yes, we are all different organizations and we all go about things differently. But at the end of the day, we're here to help the community, and to be able to bring those services and those resources is huge.
Or at least awareness of them.
100%.
And it's a one-stop shop. It really is. So, so instead of, well, maybe I got to stop at the health department, then I got to make my way over to Memorial Health. No, instead I'll go to the Christian County YMCA, and everything that I really need taken care of, from all the way down to the physicals and a haircut, are going to be taken care of.
The haircuts were new this year. That was something that I thought would be a cool ad. So we actually have students from Capital Area Career Center in Springfield that are going to be coming and providing those haircuts. So again, I think it's a cool opportunity for those students that are learning a new profession to be able to come in and show off their skills to the community. So it's kind of a win-win.
This whole thing really is. And so I know that Bruce is excited. I know Peyton over there at the CCHD, Chad Anderson, I know they're excited. I know there's a lot of buzz for this. And you mentioned the word buzz when you left that building last year for the same deal. And I have a good feeling year number 2 is going to be just as strong. Well, Jay, let's take ourselves a break. I've got Jay Bollinger, community health consultant with Taylorville Memorial Hospital. When we come back around, well, we're going to tell you a little bit more about some other things that TMH has really kind of stepped up to provide. And it's right around the corner too. So when we return, we've got more to tell you when you are listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
WTIM Pana Morning Show, Tuesdays from 8:40 till 10. You'll hear interviews with Pana area community, nonprofit, and business leaders each week. The WTIM Pana Morning Show is brought to you by these sponsors.
Pana Save-A-Lot, Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Bob Riding's Pana, your Nokomis Dairy Queen, Pana Bowl, and Okanee Chop Shop.
July is UV Safety Month. Did you know that prolonged sun exposure can cause serious issues with your eyes? The solution? Sunglasses with UV protection and regular exams. At Advanced Eye Care, Dr. Smothers Champley and Dr. Craig's can help you find the right pair of sunglasses with UV protection to help keep your eyes from the sun. This summer, be sun smart. Stop in, visit Advanced Eye Care for sunglasses and expert advice on eye protection, because healthy eyes are a summer must. Advanced Eye Care, modern eye care, old-fashioned caring.
Hi, I'm Brenda Elder, Executive Director of the Shelby County Economic Development Corporation. If you're looking to grow your business, we're here to help. From supporting our local businesses to attracting new investment, everything we do is focused on building a brighter future for Shelby County. We sponsor job fairs to connect local talent with great employers and inspire entrepreneurs through the Shelby County CEO program. Click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Shelby County Economic Development, growing business, growing community.
If you're looking for ways to stay well, come to the second annual health fair at the Christian County Health Department on Wednesday, July 30th from 9 to 3 at 730 North Pawnee in Taylorville. Meet 27 vendors, enjoy food trucks, crafts, and activities, plus free services like blood pressure checks, lead screenings, and back-to-school immunizations, and free physicals for kids heading back to school. Don't forget the raffles. The second annual Christian County Health Department Health Fair, Wednesday, July 30th, 9 to 3 at 730 North Pawnee in Taylorville. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Feeling sidelined this summer? Taylorville Care Center's therapy program can help you get back in the game. Click their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com to learn more.
Taylorville School Superintendent Brandy Bruley here, inviting you to tour the new additions at Taylorville High School on Monday, July 28th from 4 to 6 p.m. See the new gym, special ed wing, and more. Get details by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment, Jay Bollinger, community health consultant with Taylorville Memorial Hospital. We talked a whole lot about their back-to-school health and resource fair going on at the Christian County YMCA Saturday, August 2nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., but there's also an additional thing coming around as of August 1st, Wellness on the Go. Jay, tell us just a little bit about this. This is a new endeavor, so I'd love to find out more about it.
Yeah, so this is one of our regional initiatives for the health system, and we are taking an approach on being able to provide mental health kits in local libraries. So we're going to start with Taylorville Public Library right here in town. And families are going to be encouraged to come and check these bags out, these kits out. And they're going to include some just different mental health resources, local resources. We're going to have worksheets, books, fidget toys, coloring pages, and really just resources available for the families and the kids to be able to come together and do these activities together, all while learning about the importance of mental health. So some of the books that are in these kits are focused around feelings and, not being afraid to talk about your feelings and different things like that. And really focus in on the younger kids to be able to show the importance of it's okay to tell people how you're feeling. And then there's also adult resources in there as well for when your kids do come to you with issues on how to address that, and talk about those important topics with your kids.
I would love for you to explain something that you explained to me in the break there, which is this is not just something that we came up with randomly. This is something that you spoke, you let us know, and we're finding our ways to do it. The community health needs assessment. This mental health, I'm sure, had to have been a big key point.
It was a big one.
And it's nationwide, but it's here too.
Yep.
And we're seeing that. Can you kind of just explain how you take that community health needs assessment and then implement something like this Wellness on the Go?
100%. So we look at all of the feedback that we get from the community during that community health needs assessment. And then, with us being a rural healthcare, and resources are limited in rural areas like this. So to be able to provide kits like this, we took that feedback and we saw that mental health was a huge need for the community, and not just our community. This project is a regional project for the health system. So Taylorville is not the only hospital that's taking on this initiative. But because mental health is obviously, like you just said, a nationwide issue that we're trying to address here. So taking that feedback that we get from the community and then working together with all of the other community health consultants in the health system to be able to come up with projects like this to address this from a lot larger scope.
And I think it's equally as important that you're doing it on a regional level, but also locally. As you mentioned, it's a rural hospital and resources are limited. And this focus on mental health is really, I would say, propped itself up, or it's made itself much more known in the last maybe 10-ish years or so. But there are a lot of people that are older that didn't have these types of things, or that these types of conversations weren't being had. And you're getting to these kids young, and you're also letting adults know how to handle those situations. I think that is so important to start this movement with the kids first and foremost.
100%.
Was that a decision that you made also just seeing that community health needs assessment and went, yeah, probably?
Yeah, I think, being able to provide activities and resources in these kits for families to be able to do together. So it's not just the kid learning about the importance of it. It's also the caretaker or the parent or the grandparent or the aunt and uncle that are caring for these kids. And before we wrap up, I think too, when you look at mental health, it's not just affecting kids. You see seniors that deal with mental health issues. You see adults, dealing with it, and kids as well. So again, I think being able to provide these resources and these kits are going to be huge. And the cool thing is you don't have to have a library card to check these out. We're partnering up with the libraries on these projects. But if you're in need of one of these kits and you think that it would be a huge help, just go to the library and check one out. And to kind of circle back to the back to school event, we're going to have a kit on display at the back to school event at the library's table for families to be able to stop by, check out what's in the bag, and kind of get your eyes on it. And then if you want to go grab one, you can swing by the library and do that.
Those will be available. Wellness on the Go kits, Taylorville Public Library, August 1st. Please do not forget the Back to School Health and Resource Fair, Saturday, August 2nd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. over at the Christian County YMCA. Jay, for our first time, very good. I think we knocked it out.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you too.
Have you on the air to tell us all about these things. Jay Bollinger, Community Health Consultant with Taylorville Memorial Hospital, here on the WTIM Morning Show.
5454. With SRN Sports, I'm George Williams. Major League Baseball action. It was the Mets completing a weekend sweep